Alright. So, when last we left our intrepid party, Gallowix made a very bad decision.
Undermine needs to know what Gallywix has done. Split up! Tell your people that we're taking back this city!
You heard the man. Let's move.
I'll meet you at Tailgate Park, champ. Just something to handle first. It's gotta be me.
Yeah. By the way, in case you missed that, his ashes finally blow away on the wind when we go out. Which is just, yeah. Yes, it's Chief Wiggum, Ben One-Eye. How did you guess? You are truly shocking in your capacity to understand things. Dual Hearts, Mega Man Battle Network, and Mega Man 12. Thank you, Blue Dragon EXE, as always. Alright.
You got a problem? I got solutions.
Gazlowe wears a stoic expression as he gathers Renzik's ashes. He doesn't look away from his work as you approach. Go ahead, champ. People need you. I'll catch up.
Do us proud.
Ain't you a sight for sore eyes? Gazlowe sending in the big guns means it's about to get serious.
And yes, to be clear, we're the big guns.
I'm on it. Watch it out there. I'll get it done.
No one's been stepped on harder than by Gallowix in the Bilgewater. Plenty of people already want to rise up, but that ain't enough. We gotta show him what Gallowix has done. Convince him now's the time. Let's start with a headline. Come on, pitch me. A big shot like you carries your message better than anybody else.
I'm on it.
So we have 4 options here. We've got Can't Kill Us All, Gallowix. Undermine belongs to the people. Gallowix sucks, in all caps. Or Remember Renzik. And I do appreciate you, Mr. Ed. You don't have to give me money. Please, in fact, please stop. But I appreciate you nonetheless. I've jotted that down for Shadow Hearts, and Legend of Spyro. So yeah, I'm gonna pick the last option too.
Now that's a headline. Share these old pamphlets. I'll get to work on the new and improved variety. You need me?
Gallowix can't hide the truth, but he can beat us down till folks have no choice but to accept it. We ain't letting that happen again. You see someone hurting a Bilgewater, you return the favor.
I'm on it.
Yeah. Dear Gallowix, I killed Lei Shen, N'Zoth, and killed Jaden. And now I am personally clearing my schedule for you. Unfortunately, yes, Mr. Trihexia. Which is your new name, Mr. Trihexia. Mr. Hexia. Actually, I can see that. That would work. I feel like such a killjoy. People keep being like, are you excited for the new Mega Man game? To which my answer is always, no. The whole thing is way too sus in the way it's been presented and set up. And of course, even if the game is actually good, it's not coming out for 2 years. Yes, Mega Man 12 is on the list. To like... It's hard to get excited about a game that's coming out in 2 years, you know. Just at the start of everything else. Because someone paid them off, Trixie. I mean, Mega Man 11 is the best classic Mega Man game, so yeah. Again. I love how we paint, by the way. Look at that. Our painting prowess knows no bounds. What, Mr. Ed? Which flavor of generic would you like best? We've got generic Soulsborns, we've got generic anime, and we've got generic gritty third-person shooters. Or first-person shooters. Or just shooters in general. And it's all gritty. Seriously, if we sat down and mathed it out, I bet at least 60% of the trailers were one of those 3 categories. One of the 3 generics. Yeah, I have limited time in my life and hundreds of other games to play. I'll take none of those, thank you. I have 1,000 more important things I could be doing than playing any of that slop. Yeah, their closing gambit was High Guard. A game that isn't just an Overwatch clone. It's an Apex Legends clone. Like, they're cloning themselves. It's not even a joke. It's the same devs that made Apex Legends. There were probably some interesting indie games. I didn't notice any, I'm not gonna lie. You want indie games, that's not where you see them at the VGAs. I mean, even the PC Gaming Show, which, let's be clear, tends to suck, usually at least showcases some interesting games. The VGAs, We're so dramatic. This is how Evo paints in real life. Just...
Psst. Hey, pal. In here. Gaslow's looking for you.
What needs fixing?
Oh, I get what he was trying to tell me. People need to know what with them.
Nice chat.
It's change in the air. I can feel it.
Get out there and get to it.
The time for talking this out is long past. They're with Gallowix. That's on them.
That's right! Run! The streets belong to Dogfuse! Don't forget it!
I mean,
Get that cackling assassin.
I could point out how, you know, this is a video game, and video games don't really, like, tend to do the slow, boring lead-up to a revolution, but honestly, I think they did a pretty good job showing that this revolution was right on the edge anyways. Yeah, they were right there. Everyone was on edge, everyone was violent, or on the verge of violent, or already oppressed, or already ready to go. The Dark Fuse were pushing way too hard and way too fast. And, yeah. Also, now we're here.
What's the holdup?
The big guns. Nikki the Fixer, Venture Company's top enforcer. Renzik's blood's on her hands. I can't worry if she's got another bullet. We gotta go after her. You with me?
Bilgewater is on the job.
And here I thought I'd have to come hunting for you. How's Renzik doing?
You want me dead, is that it? Then come on, take your shot! I'm right here!
Oh, what's the hurry? Can't you see how much fun?
Renzik was 100 times the goblin you are! We're done with Gallywix and his cronies!
What are you gonna do about it? We have the black blood. You're outgunned. Was that my last one? Oh well, time to restock. Kill you next time. Ta-ta!
She's right about one thing. We gotta deal with their black blood, or it won't matter how many people rise up. I'll handle things here. Go find Noggenfogger and Revelgaz at the waterfront.
Let's ride. But it's... okay. It's... Oop. Overshot, overshot. Ignore the piles of bodies inside his goo, Chill Pangolin. I think part of why she works so well, Nikki works so well, she doesn't actually have a lot of screen time. Your character like that gets a lot worse the longer she's on camera, you know? By the way, I should probably mention at least one positive for just... I don't know what to put this under. Visual storytelling, NPC set dressing. There's a war going on. There's a bunch of people fighting a bunch of people everywhere. And it varies. It's not even just like, you know, group of people fighting group of people, which is relatively easy to program. They have spent a decent amount of time setting up things like, say, these guys up here, for example, who are shooting out to the beach. Or the bomb dudes, or we've got the marina visitors who are now huddling in fear because, you know, they just wanted to chill. The dark fuse guys are fusing access to the food. That's too far. That's too far. I forgot to show this off last time when I was doing the tour. Oh shoot, where is it? Is it right there? Should look right here. Is it not up while the revolution's on? Oh, that's funny. There's a shower around here. You know, beach shower. Actually, yeah, that's true. Anyways.
You got something for me?
You made it just in time to join the border party.
Keep an eye out for squalls, huh?
Gallywix. Oh, sorry.
I'll serve your eviction notice personally, Captain.
Oi, Seahorn! Don't get yourself killed! That's an order!
Yeah, congratulations.
Be on your way now.
Did you see him flying in the distance there? Yeah, you have pissed off a Tauren. And I know. In gameplay, they're all the same stats. But in lore, Taurens are death machines. There's a reason they were a tier 3 unit back in Warcraft 3 for the orcs. Like, they were the equivalent of the Abomination, to put that into perspective.
Oh, look what the sea threw in.
Gallywix and his crew have been meddling in our business for too long. Look what they're doing to my marina. So comfortable with their holdings, they're just doing donuts and jet skis. Time we introduce them to a little high seas firepower. Take this cannon and blow those vessels skimming our waters sky high. Oh, after that, do me a favor and check up on the big guy, won't you?
Fair weather and steady seas. Problem?
Listen.
I got a solution.
Sprinkle's been cooking something for a long time. I'm finally ready to cash in. Little alchemist secret ingredient. Citrus. Delivers twice the kick of Noggenfogger's restorative elixirs, half the speed. Strengthens bones, grows muscles, does your taxes, whole 9 yards. Problem is, I got nothing of the sort on hand. These resort types may have what you need, though. We've been saving this recipe for a heavy hitter. Make sure Seahorn's alright before cooking it up, yeah?
Remember what's important.
Also, you can buy into this or not. That's up to you. But I love the quiet implication that you have successfully pissed off everyone. I don't even know how to summarize that. Do you know how much it takes to get Noggin Fogger and Revelgas, just those two, sufficiently pissed at you personally? Neither of them are exactly moral and upstanding people. Ooh, some sliced limes. There we go. Perfect. A sliced lime made to adorn the rim of an overpriced drink. At least they're honest. And yeah, it's probably a Zergling reference. Yeah, no, exactly, Mr. Road. Some people will put up with basically anything for money. Most people won't. I know that sounds strange, but like, it's true. Like, historically speaking, even in real life, everyone has like pretty much a finite line of I'm not putting up with anything past this point. Like, it's a chart, actually, right? Here's the crap you're putting up with, and here's how much you're paying for. And the line, everyone's line is different, but everyone has a line there. Gallowix probably could have tried to buy his way out of this. I don't think he would have succeeded at this point. Hell, you notice he wasn't even trying to buy people off. Right? You got that. The only way he got Revelgaz and Noggenfogger on his side was by taking people they cared about hostage.
Got any good cargo?
Did I just see a Taran wearing a pirate hat charge through here? What are they putting in this jungle juice?
Aye, aye.
Here, have a lime. I asked for lemon anyway. That is an interesting point, though. Would it even occur to someone like Gallowix to pay off people rather than try to push them down into submission? Because that's been his whole shtick for forever. He's your typical rich asshole, right? Why pay someone off to do something for you when you can not pay them to do something for you? The fact that that works has always irritated me. In real life, I mean. Like, I'm not going to mention a certain orange jackass, fascist jackass, but plenty of rich people get away with a lot of things because for some reason people think they're going to pay them, even though they have a known patterned history of not paying people. Like why? What? Do you think they're going to pay you? And the thugs go along with whatever because they have their own reasons. We talked about that. Thugs just like to be thugs. That's what's the pay for them, is they get to be thugs. They get carte blanche to do horrible things, and they get to blame it on someone else. Hold on. Why the buzzsaw? Anyways. Yeah. They had a spare.
One of those scurvy dogs got me good. Who's on deck?
Captain's right to be worried. There are weapons made of black blood everywhere.
Steady as she goes.
The roar of cannon fire and the scent of black powder would make a fine cannoneer.
Carry on. As you were.
Limes. What's all this then? We're at war with worse than scurvy.
Steady as she goes.
I've been locked up for so long. In my anger, I got reckless. Whatever Noggenfogger gave you, I promise not to squander. Get me back in the fight. We'll bring the full swell of Blackwater's might down on these invaders.
As you were.
Here you go, buddy. Have the mixed Noggenfogger Deluxe with lime.
Outsiders here. Risking ourselves for a cause that's not ours.
Yeah.
Seeing my captain making things right. And damn the plunder Gallywix offers him. It's got me fired up. Ugh. Oh, what kind of brew was that?
He dinged. He leveled up.
Now that's more like it. Come get me horns now, ye scallywags. Ready for action.
Oh, I'm feeling brand new, thanks to you. They've transformed our marina into an overpriced resort on the front, with a black blood smuggling operation in the back. Let's get even.
Carry on. As you were.
Also, his last line there is, limes, huh? I'll have to remember that.
Carry on.
I've never been feeling better. Now we seize back what rightfully belongs to Blackwater. Turned our prize headquarters into Smuggler's Cove for that foul sludge. Too many crates of black blood to deal with right now. But they can't move with their cargo without fresh bodies. Let's cut them down.
Steady as she goes. Carry on.
Big lunk of a hobgoblin, Skis, took over the docks around the time Gallowix had me thrown in the brig. He moved his dark fuse in, and a lot of my Blackwater lads went missing. Captain took that personal. So do I. Skis thinks Gallowix will keep him safe. Let's kill him.
Steady as she goes. Dark Fuse has been using us to bring in these shipments. It ends now.
Gallowix is plenty smart, just in dumb ways, if that makes any sense. Remember, he's the one who fixed the Dark Heart. Personally, I mean. In a couple ways, he's similar to Noggenfogger. Although Noggenfogger's smarter than him, but people tend to forget that Noggenfogger is actually one of the best alchemists in the setting right now.
This Boss Gallywix, Black Blood. We'll be relieving you of your cargo now.
Yeah, we're taking the cargo. Whether we take your life or not is kind of up to you.
We're supposed to win.
Oh, alright.
Handled, matey. Ahoy, as you were.
Gallywix should know better than to cross sabers with Blackwater after this.
Steady as she goes.
That's how we mete out justice, at sea and in port. With the saber.
As you were.
Blackwater can take the marina from here, but the people aren't safe with Blackblood already out there. Those flying transports must be taking the Blackblood somewhere under Venture control. Commandeer one. You might find Grimla. She's heading in that direction when we split up, shouting at a friend of hers who's on the way.
Carry on.
I don't know, actually, Spartan. Do not know. Yep, this is how I normally travel.
People of Undermine, return to your homes. There is no revolution.
Yep, yep. There is no revolution. I do love how they specifically give you a path that's designed to give you a shot of the revolution, of the fighting going on down there. There's also the riot scheduler up there. You see her on the minimap even.
Undermine is drenched in black blood weapons. What's our solution here?
It has arrived. Well-timed, friend.
Hi, Erwina.
We do things different.
Just the two people I wanted to see. After eyes and black blood over here.
Where you off to?
Time for talking out our differences is over. I'm done second guessing who's still standing with Gallowix. Some of Nikki's people are keeping these new weapons in production, so we take them out. Makes cleaning up Venture Company after all this is done way simpler too. I like how they acknowledge that in character. In case you missed that, let me read that again out loud. I'm done second guessing who's still standing with Gallowix. Some of Nikki's people are keeping these new weapons in production, so we take them out. It makes cleaning up Venture Company after this is done way simpler. Time to clean house. Again. Again. 1 second, please.
Stay sharp out there.
You have found me.
The destructive impulses of those who harvest Azeroth for their own profit never cease to horrify me, but these weapons are like nothing that has come before. All containers of black blood must be destroyed. Weapons fueled by it crushed and dismantled. Those who wield it against others put down. People of this city and this world won't be safe until we do.
I shall watch for you.
Ooh, I wonder what this one will do. Run! That's right! Run!
Right. You know, the only thing that could make this whole thing better is if, as we're going through here, every now and again, someone's like, wait, is that the champion of Azeroth? Okay, screw this. And they turn green and just run. Like, I don't even want the bootlicking per se. Just, at some point, these people have got to see us. Even if they don't know who we are. Just murder shredding our way through their waves of troops and be like, hold up. Just, like, wow, it's a time out, okay? What's really funny is WoW has the scripting and the AI to actually pull off something like that, and generally doesn't. Instead, we usually get the opposite. Enough! Which I keep its own negatives, I suppose. Like, I'm not asking it for it to be a common thing. Maybe like a 20% chance, but every now and again it'd be nice to see someone who's just like, oh, wait, whoa.
Revolution? Ha! You can't change the way things are.
Yeah, I know, because of all the times I've changed the way things are. Goodbye.
Same as the old boss.
Ride or die with Gallywix.
Die!
Oh, you heard her.
Damn, Grimla!
Look. As we tell the kiddos, you're making a choice right now. Is this really the choice you want to be making? Did you wake up this morning and be like, you know...
Nothing burns hotter than this stuff.
Cats!
I do kind of like the construction of these quests.
They're not stopping. Get back here. Now! Defend me!
Oh, what's wrong, Gallywix?
You're spoiling my fun, Jaster!
Yeah, once again, we're getting that all-important variety in Undermine. It is one of the things this whole zone is best at.
There you are.
But I do like the gameplay aspect of that. Each time we fight one of the mini-bosses, obviously they have their own abilities and whatnot, but Nikki also pops in to attack us while we're fighting him. Just a little extra thing to keep you on your toes. I do kind of wish heroic mode was in live, but whatever.
What's the problem?
Had to be done. Ain't finished yet.
Avenger can't change for the better while Nikki's still around.
I worked on her executive package defense matrix. It's almost unbeatable. Almost.
What do you mean, Chill Penguin? Don't you just walk around and make giant magical swords charge up from underneath your enemies? Well, that's just a normal thing for me.
You hail from above.
You've done well, but now we must strike at the heart of where their weapons are assembled.
Wild guide you will.
She rubs her palms with dirt and then corrects. Her knuckles. Now we teach those who toy with black bloods nature's wrath. I'm eager to call upon the roots twisting the Azeroth. Join me. Unleash nature's fury as we did before. Let us destroy their prized stockpiles of black blood.
The world watch over you.
Wow, look who it is.
Nikki's tech is powered by black blood. I know because I worked on half of it. Also means I have an idea of how we might knock her out of the sky long enough to take her out. No time for pre-production. We gotta build. Remember our little flashy hoverboard adventure? Ice is nice, eh? I'm thinking of a similar principle. Trash Heap ought to have all the salvage we need to build this hypothetical thingamajig.
Will that do now?
Yeah, honestly, that visual has stuck with me for years. Pretty much ever since I played Tactics. That sounds cool, Xavian. I wonder if you'll have to, like, earn spots to teleport to, like you do on a Dark Iron. Also, Dark Irons have the best racial. Don't at me.
Feel the fury of the ancient roots.
I mean, yeah, Mr. Ed, don't you? But you don't want to commit murder? What's wrong with you?
Let this be finished.
I mean, allied races get the cool racials in general. All of them do. Hello. Zandalari trolls get the blessings of the Loa. Dark Iron Dwarves get to teleport around in Gnome and the thing, the whatchafigs. Earthen get to eat gems for buffs. I forget all of them right now. All the old races get junk. Because they hadn't come up with cool stuff yet. Whoa, an AoE stun. Completely useless. I'm being facetious. Combat racials honestly probably shouldn't exist at all. Should all be utility stuff. Did you know, for example, that Volpera can just set another Hearthstone anywhere? It doesn't actually have to be at a Hearthstone spot. Yeah, really. It's like return to camp or something like that, and you set your spot, right? That's what I mean when I say racials. Cool racials, I mean. Forsaken used to have a useful racial, and it kind of hasn't been for a while. They don't have to breathe. Yeah, humans got 2 Hearthstone charges relatively recently. Because they got rid of the rep thing. That made sense. When they flattened the rep to be account-wide, you kind of need to get rid of a rep bonus. I don't actually remember what Void Elves get. I swear there's like at least one more other cool thing. Give me a second. Let's see. They're gonna have to change Void Elf's abilities. Well, maybe not. Reduce the cost of transmogrification by 50% is one of the Void Elf abilities. Let's see. Kultirans get to swim faster. I didn't know that. Mechanomes are a blacksmith, cooking fire, and mining forge. Also, you don't need tools to use professions. What else we got here? Yeah, there it is, by the way. Return to camp and make camp. That's for Volpera. Yeah, craftsmen need no tools. Let's see. There's the Loa thing. That's Zandalari. Zandalari also get more gold from enemies, which I find funny. Maghar just have faster mounts. I actually forgot about that. So here's a fun one. Drakthir have the... it's actually not listed here. They have the ability to fly in a pack. Obviously, they can fly in general. What I mean by that is you can, like, hop onto someone else, like they're a vehicle, and you can fly in a group. And it's one of the very, very, very few ways to fly with more than 2 people in one vehicle. In fact, it goes up to 3. Let's see. Earthen had something else, too. There it is. Triple experience gain for getting exploration experience. That was the other Earthen one. I knew there was another one. Sorry. Point is, there's some cool, fun stuff. And that's kind of the problem with is most of the old races were done in the times with old design philosophy, where racials were supposed to be primarily combat-focused. You were supposed to pick a human because you wanted the human bonuses. Because that's how MMOs were, and had been for a long time. Nowadays, the races are almost entirely cosmetic, and you'll notice the design philosophy has changed to adjust. So they have instead the cool stuff, the utility stuff, right? Like everything I was just mentioning. Yeah, exactly. That AoE stun you just mentioned, that was actually insanely overpowered back in the day. In fact, I've got another example of that for you. Dwarf. And you're probably thinking, what the hell did dwarves get? Well, dwarves gained the ability to prevent you from being affected by fear. It was actually just Fear Ward. And if that doesn't sound overpowered, then you haven't played vanilla. So yeah, you almost always had a dwarf priest in the party because you needed a dwarf priest in the party, or the raid, or whatever. Oh yeah, Shadow Meld was pretty much a godsend for PvP. Gnomes, I think it was, had the escape thing, so they could just get out of roots or CC, which was also very useful. Yeah, Blood Elves used to have an AoE silence, which was actually extremely helpful, speaking from personal experience on that. Because you play a Blood Elf who has an interrupt, and you functionally have 2 interrupts, which was way more useful than it sounds. Draenei could heal. Yep. Had a nice hot that they could put up. You get it. But you see how the philosophy has changed. While some of this stuff is still useful nowadays, you could see how a lot more of the design has gone into the utility stuff. And I hope that someday they'll sit down and think about what kind of utility stuff they can backport to the old races. Because frankly, most of the old races' utility stuff kind of sucks.
Oh, then it's business, is it? Oh, and I was gonna chat all day.
There's only one engineer I know who will have the smarts to build what we need to take down Nikki.
Do what you gotta.
I got you back. Don't break anything I wouldn't.
We've done what we can here, Hordrunner. And now we can just hope it'll be enough. Maybe Gazlow's got a plan. Maybe now we're ready to face Gallowix. Let's formulate our next steps. I enjoy a bit of formulation from time to time.
See you around. Hiya.
Alright, let's formulate.
What you up?
Whoa.
That takes care of Gallywix's black blood stockpile. Now for those enforcers. Let's find Gazlow and...
I hope you don't mind. I brought a few friends. Now, let's finish this.
So, a minor detail there. Actually, no, Spartan. So, a lot of this is solo only. A minor detail that's not super obvious. All these rebellious citizens are wearing colors from all 4 cartels. Now, that makes sense. Duh, all 4 cartels are pretty united against Gallowix, but it's telling that the guy who united the 4 cartels was Gazlow. Or, depending how you look at it, Gallywix.
What now?
I got a whole bunch of goblins who want to have a void with management.
We heard Nikki's executive package was giving you trouble, Gazlow. I got something for you.
Never worked with parts like these before. You're putting me on a tight deadline here.
Nothing that Bilgewater's finest can't handle.
Trade princes ain't exactly been fair to the goblins here, so this can't just be another cartel war. Crowd needs to know they ain't fighting for Bilgewater or Steamweedle. They're fighting for Undermine. We need someone who ain't a cartel big shot to rile them up. That's you. Do whatever it takes to get them to the Galagio. Show the goblins this is their city.
Oh, it's lonely at the top.
I love how some of them are called radicalized. Yeah. Rebellious citizens all over the place.
Renzik!
Literally, the objective of this quest is rabble roused.
Gallywix! Goblins unite!
You know the funny thing? People in general tend to put up with a lot. Goblins put up with way more than people do in real life. I know I keep emphasizing this, so this will be the last time. Really think about how much you had to screw up to piss off goblins enough to rebel against you.
I can't believe my eyes! Undermine is rising up! You pulled it off, Monty!
I didn't do this. The people did.
Us!
This city deserves...
Yo, big shot. Mug for the camera a bit, will ya? That's right. Let him see that we ain't letting him push us around no more.
Sorry, so the line you missed because of the audio clip was, "This city deserves better. Renzik knew it all along. We'll build it once Gallowix gets out of the way." I don't see a friendly citizen. I see pent-up citizen, uncertain citizen. There he is. Loudly concerned citizen. Wait a second. Change is great and all, but I have some concerns with your methods. As I was saying, I have some thoughts about how you and a giant crowd of people who agree with you are executing this rapid change in how we do things in Undermine. Okay, I will attempt a civil debate on the issues. Despite your best efforts, the goblin evades your attempts to make any meaningful progress in the conversation. You sense he's doing it on purpose. No, none of my concerns are being addressed. We have to call this whole thing off. Hey, no fair, you have to stay here and debate me! Now I come back!
Fight! Fight! Fight!
They're marching on the Galagio. Do something, Nicky.
Oh my god, look at the crowd. Look at the crowd. Look at it. Hang on a second. That's my shot right there. That's my screenshot. That's my thumbnail. Right there. I did. I caught Goblins Unite. Completely by accident, but I caught it. So there's Gallowix's forces. And here's the entire rest of the city. So something about this amuses me. I hate to flex. No, I don't. I love to flex. They've got the ropes lined up. They're already kind of pulling. And we show up.
Heave! Back up and pull it down!
And I like to think that we're the ones who really did this. But the fact that they all joined in is the part. Is the important part, right? That's the part that matters.
No more Gallywix! Bring it down!
Of course, the scrap bots are already going to town on it. By the way, it's not actually gold. Of course, Gallowix is that much of a cheapskate. Look, it's gold painted. It's gold painted. Ah. Oh, you're so pathetic. I love it. Okay, hold up. I gotta play catch up for a second here. Do you notice this is all a bookend, by the way? You probably didn't. We did our initial run-through of the Undermine, hitting each of the zones and seeing just how bad things have gotten. Then we do our last run-through of each of the zones by fixing all of those problems. It's a nice bookend there. Hang on one second. I really want to get some thoughts down. Lord type. Lord type, Lord type. Yeah, enterprising revolutionary. Wonder what I can get out of this. Yeah. Haven't you ever done the scrap quest as Mirror Star? It drops a mount? Which one? Oh, it's not this thing. No, it's Mechagon. Oh, this game is the worst game ever, Mr. Red. WoW is dead! The players are up in arms about how terrible WoW is now. Oh, I do. There's actually a lot of mechs down here. So there's the Glory of the Raider one. That's just one you buy. That's one you get from a world quest. I don't know what that one's from. I think that's a rare drop. I think it's rare. There's a lot of color variants on the 4 basic mechs, excuse me. So you got the rocket. I'm not getting this for like 2 expansions. I want this mount too. Look at this stupid thing. Anyways, we got the rocket. We got the hover jets. We've got the drop the beat. How did you get the... Okay. And then we've got this thing, the pummeler. Speaking of which... Ah, whatever. Hang on, what is this stupid thing called? Rick Reverb. There's a fun fight. Hopefully I'll get to show it off a bit, even though I will give it no positives or negatives. Hey, Ross. Efficient 33 sucks. Oh, sorry.
We get things done.
Gallowix doesn't know these streets. We do. After this, he won't ever forget that.
Yep, looks like we've got work to do.
We've got Gallowix backed up against a wall. Seeing Undermine and its people he's kept under his thumb finally rising up. He thinks this fixer of his will keep him safe. Let's show Gallowix, Nicky, and everyone else things are different this time. What's this?
Do us proud.
You invite all these people just to watch you die, Gaslow?
Oh, I've got something for him to watch, all right.
Get rid of them.
Oh, the Gallowix is just standing right there like an idiot. He's right up there.
Bilgewater on due.
My turn.
I'll do you like I did your pal Renzik!
What am I paying you for? Finish them, Nikki!
This ain't just with pleasure. But I was having fun.
It seems your time has run out, Gallywix.
I love the facial expressions.
You got here just in time. There.
Where is the Dark Heart?
What? What do you mean? I handed it over to your ethereal pal.
You gave it to the Ethereals?
He wasn't working for you? I didn't know. I swear. Hey, we can still fix this. Just help me stomp this rebellion.
You have outlived your usefulness. But I will enjoy watching them tear you apart.
I don't need you. I don't need anyone. You hear me? Each and every one of you upstarts is gonna pay in blood.
One of the things I like about that little sequence is it's probably the first time we've ever seen Gallywix legitimately and completely lose his cool. And it's so wonderfully built up. I agree with Dakota. The scene should have been a little slower. But, like, he is smart enough to recognize that he pushed the bear. And he's smart enough to recognize that things are going against him. He's also smart enough to recognize that he's screwed. You see all of that playing across his face as he's watching the whole scene unfold. And then Xal'atath shows up, and he's so relieved. Oh, thank God. Okay, we're okay. Xal'atath is here. Everything's gonna be fine. Whew. And then she drops him. Just bails on him like a hot potato. And it's like... And that's actually his worst moment. Right there. That is his actual lowest peak, lowest trough, peak, canyon, whatever. Because he, like I said, he already went through the whole emotional spectrum of, I'm screwed. And when he finally thought he had a lifeline, it's taken away from him. And by the way, continuing to be in character for Xal'atath, the second you stop being useful to her, or she's done with you, she's out. I can't do it, Loke. I refuse. I'd rather die. Hang on, let me frame this shot real quick, just so I don't lose it. There we go. I've actually noticed some DNA sharing between Gallywix and Mengsk, which I suppose is appropriate because I really like both villains. Azeroth Reborn, Stellaris, and Company of Heroes. Thank you, Luke. as always. Oh. Okay. But yeah, so he's finally actually angry. So let's see how we can deal with that.
You're talking to the goblin in charge.
Take it all in. We won. Gallowix can swim away for now, but we took our city back from him. Today, Undermine belongs to us.
Nice jet. Now get a move on.
So, Gallowix is down, but he ain't out. The Galagio's built like a fortress. If we want to keep him from threatening Undermine or Azeroth, we gotta figure out how to get him out of there. Me and the other boss is back at the hotel.
All parts accounted for.
Yeah, pretty much as Minister. Also, special praise to, like, the successful... They're all partying, right? This is that running the high of, we did it, we won. You know, rioting. And I don't want to see a goblin riot. Well, we'll see, Lord Hermon.
We get things done.
We took back Undermine from Gallowix's grubby hands. Now we blow the doors off the Galagio and show him once and for all. Time to do things goblin way.
It's lonely at the top. The cartels are always hiring temp workers to pick up odd jobs. See if you can lend a hand.
So, here's the quest to kill Gallowix. AKA, to go do the raid. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Unfortunately, I don't really know how to heal on a paladin, or I would totally queue as a healer. I say, if anyone wants to join, I'm going to try to queue. I could do tank. I'm quite familiar with tank, but for showing off the fights purposes, I should probably not actually be a tank. Oh, we'll do the solo version. We actually have to do the solo version. Savor it, Lord Hermon. It's the only thing. Yeah, exactly, as Minister. What's doubly funny, I have done both the story mode version of this fight and the LFR version of this fight. And let me tell you, the LFR version is just so much better. So as a reminder, Mr. Red, I can't group content queue if you are Alliance. Just a fresh reminder that that's one of the last remaining things I can't do cross-faction. What is he carrying? I've only ever done the LFR version. Obviously, I can't stand manually queuing and dealing with players, but I put up with it in Lemix because, you know, I could solo mythic raids in Lemix. Oh my god, Mr. Red, you turned into a zombie! Are you okay? Bragwin, you want to come? That's okay, you're fine. Just don't eat my brains, okay? I'm an earthen, I don't have any. So, your point is interesting, Chill Pangolin, but unfortunately statistics have proven that the majority of players, if the story mode is too hard, just won't engage with it. It's actually the very reason LFR exists to begin with, is so that players can, you know, do raids. Because for a fairly long period of WoW's early history, they weren't. Obviously, Noxoramus is kind of an outlier. It was, what, like 0.1% of players or some insanity like that. Hi, Brigwin. But they had statistics on how many players were doing raids, and it was a very, very, very small percentage of players. So they lowered the difficulty to engage other players in it so players could see them, because after all, most raids are MSQ. They are main story content. Now, the good news is Lemix has added something that looks like a good... yeah, Flex was such a good choice. Lemix added something that looks like it's going to help kind of have our cake and eat it too. Heroic Mode Overworld, which, by the way, I take total credit for. Because I was talking about that this year during the run. I had viewers disagreeing with me on it, and I kept making my point, and none of them ever changed my mind that Heroic Overworld Mode was a good thing. Oh, hey! Lemix has Heroic Overworld Mode, and it's a good thing. In the world? Is that... What is that? Is that your hat that's giving the orbs? I did know that as Mirror Star. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah, no, the fact that they made an overworld mode that's actually, honest to God, hard, I'm with. Alright, so let's go ahead and try and queue this up. Naturally. Let's see what our queue time is at. Give it a second to propagate and then populate. Because it's entirely possible that nobody's doing it. Right? Like, we got Lemix going, and this isn't the current raid. And, like... Yeah, this might... Yeah, it's also a bit early. It is on a Saturday. It's kind of glancing. Oh, I don't remember the farm spot, do you? Let me hop in. Let's ride. Yeah, so you see how it doesn't even have an estimated time? That means people haven't been doing it for a while. That's bad. No, Maverick, I was hoping to show off the raid proper first. If you remember, we never showed off Narrowbar proper because of the exact problem we're currently running into.
You're gonna let that stop you? Fix it! Better shovel harder. 1 minute, and we are out of here. Can you not? Wait, that's not what I use.
Yeah, we still don't even have an ETA. I don't think anybody's queuing. Oh, never mind. We've got some deeps. No healers. Alright, let's go ahead and start queuing for the others then. That would mean doing it legit, and honestly, doing it legit is probably not something we should do for a stream like this. That would take time, that would take explanations, that would take wipes.
Pack it up! We're done scrapping this one.
So raids are 10 to 25, I believe, if we did normal, for example. Oh yeah, I need to do that. Let me check my notes really quick, sorry. No, LFR still propagates up to whatever the number is. 25, I think. Why are we not in the queue? Why are we not in the queue? Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're good. We're good. Damn it, game. Yep, I'm right. 25. Okay. So I said I'd show off the races briefly. So I've already shown off one of the regular races, right? Let me show off one of the other races. Let's do this one. Yeah, the problem, as usual, is we don't have healers. I could heal as a paladin. I hate it. I absolutely hate healing as a paladin. It's just awful. It's the worst. It's the only healing class in the entire game I don't like doing. True, I could swap to the druid and just heal for the raid. I still need to do story mode anyways, because story mode's the only one that gets gameplay points.
Well, well, well.
So this is the other new race they added. It took me a minute to understand the rules of this. In fact, I don't even remember them right now. It's like every hoop you get speeds you up, but like turning slows you down. You're also given an ability to let you drift. But if you drift, you're going to go too slowly and not get gold. It's kind of weird. Ugh. No! 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 Okay, so now I have to drift. Ugh. There we go. And notice we lost a lot of speed there. Amusingly, these for me are actually the easiest races, and I know that's funny that I say that considering I just failed miserably. But I mean that. These are the easiest golds I got in the entire Undermine. Yeah, let me show that again without the failure.
You trying something, pal?
Well, what I appreciate most about these is that they're different. Don't mistake me, Dragonflight races are amazing, and we'll see more of those when we get to Crash, but it's nice to just see some variety with the formula. Yeah, the car races, by contrast, those are mean. I did them, because I love racing in this game, but... And gold. By 2 seconds gold. So I suppose this is a good time as any to review the car. I said I'd talk about it. This is probably a good time to do so. So, the car is awesome. The car is why I don't mind them getting rid of flight and the Undermine. And it's probably one of the only times I've ever not minded you get rid of flight. This and, I think, Antorus are the two exceptions here. And it's because, well, first of all, as I've already pointed out, the zone itself is designed around the driving. That's the first thing that helps. Second of all, the drift, which actually gives you boost, which allows you to go even faster. I should mention I do not have max speed set up, because max speed absolutely kills your acceleration and handling. Oh, okay. Still ran into a wall. Almost pulled that. Whee. Whee again. But, so, we've got a new racing vehicle, which has its own gameplay, which is extremely fast, is fun to use.
And absolutely no airflow. Perfect day for a race.
I don't know what else to add to this, really. This is a good feature, and it's one of the only ways they could have ever possibly made getting rid of flying work. I hope it was a bit of a tech test for something that I hope they will do more of in the future. Agreed, Mook. Ignoring the fact that we literally know that we're going to do Undermine back in Kata. No, White Noise. And now I'm facing a wall. White Noise has put me in the corner, where I belong. I mean, I've been begging for 3-man raids for actual years. Since Vanilla, actually. And then Delves came out. And I'm sorry. If you get up to the higher end Delves, those are basically raid fights. Like, they're not at the level of complexity, but they're mean in all the right ways. Delves are fantastic. I've gushed about Delves enough, so I will not repeat all my thoughts there. But Delves are unironically one of the best ideas WoW has ever had. I am looking forward to seeing what they do with it in the future. Hello, Zar. See, I should have just swapped. I should have just got my healing. You're absolutely right. I'm an idiot, Uthor. I might do that for Monoforge Omega. In fact, I will commit to that now for Monoforge Omega. Although my healer might not have the gear. I don't mean this as an insult, but why would I ever have this music locally? I actually can't stand this music. It's really good. Which is ultimately, speaking of Ross, are you still there? I can't stand jazz. It doesn't help that I also have a headache right now. So I'm going to say this when I start the Expedition 33 stream, but I thought I'd give you a little bit of a preview. The biggest reason I'm dreading the Expedition 33 stream, it isn't the fanboys. I get that all the time. I recently just streamed Chrono Cross and Xenogears and Planescape Torment. I've been through that ringer. This year, it's fine. We're fine. No, the real thing that I'm really not looking forward to is how many people have been, this year particularly, insulting me professionally by insisting that I lack the capacity to review something well either good or bad, because of my own personal opinion on it. And it's actually gotten really aggravating how many people in my own Discord have been insisting that the review is going to be ruined already, or is already ruined as of this moment in time, because I am negatively inclined towards the game, which I am, and I have no apology about that, and that that's somehow going to make it taint my review of the game. That's insulting. That's why I'm not looking forward to streaming that game. I almost vetoed it, because I got really sick of hearing that crap. I can't kick one of my mods out of Discord. I mean, I could. Everything else is whatever, ultimately. We'll see when we get there, and I fully anticipate it'll review well. And I'm sure I'll have whinging, screaming people in the comments, as I always do. But I wanted to explain, Ross, one of the reasons why I just am not enthused. I'll get over it. We'll get over it. It'll pretty much be next week, because there's not that much WoW left, believe it or not, despite the fact that we're sitting here waiting for a group right now. I don't remember which Sly Cooper I played. Was it 2? Oh my god, we're missing 3 healers and 4 DPS, which means we're missing 3 healers. A review has changed my opinion of a game many times, Ben One Eye. Many times. You know what? I can name a game where a review has changed my opinion of it right now. Because I'm playing it. My opinion of WoW actually went pretty far down during the review. Until we hit Dragonflight, at which point my opinion started going up more than I was expecting it to. It really was wild. And yeah, Chrono Cross is actually another good example. Chrono Cross was just, oh. Nah, you were right, until we got to Dragonflight, at which point you were extremely wrong. Which makes sense, because I was wrong and then extremely right. I'm just kidding. I was just wrong twice. Yeah, you know what? Silent Hill 2R. I was not expecting that to be a good game. Never mind a great game. That shocked me. It still had the Gluck. It still got negatives for the Gluck. Moving on. I'm never touching it again. But man. This is ridiculous. We need 1 healer. We need 1 healer! I don't even know which wing we're getting. Oh, no, and we just lost 4 healers. How did we just lose all the healers? We just had 4 healers. Dang it. I'm this close. See, I'm sunk cost, right? I'm afraid of losing the time we've already spent in the queue. But I also don't know how much longer we're going to be in the queue waiting for healers. And I'm just 1 healer, so I'm not sure that's going to be enough, too. I think you're right, Magister. It's funny, because that would apply to us, too. Oh, wait, I was popping out of this because I wanted... Healers are rare in general, Synthelius. But once upon a time it was tanks, but then tanking just kind of got better, more accessible, more available, and more players became more comfortable taking, but nobody wants to heal. So healers are the rarity. They're the bottleneck. If I ever want a queue to happen, immediately, I'll go heal. But wait, why are you apologizing, Cross? I was just trying to explain where I was coming from. Ugh. man, there's so many abandonment negatives. Actually, yeah. That is exactly like FF14. Tanking in FF14 is, in a good way, a very low barrier to entry, is what I would call that. Again, to be clear, I mean that in a good way. It is relatively easy to just kind of jump in and start tanking in FF14. It is a much bigger thing to start healing in FF14. Especially since FF14, and I'm going to say this as nicely as I possibly can, doesn't have add-on support. And if you don't understand how that's relevant, add-ons really help with keeping aware of what's where and who's got what and what health people are at and healing people and blah, blah, blah. I'm a damned good healer, but I refuse to heal without mouse over macros, for example. Just to name one example. I guess I should be doing scrap while we're doing this. Where's the scrap? Where's the scrap? I'm blind. There it is. Wee! Aw, wee again. See, part of the problem is I also can't switch to healer now, because if I did so, then we'd leave the queue. Tab at a time. I mean, yes, you're right. I would review WoW Classic very, very badly. And I know this because I actually recently replayed WoW Classic and reaffirmed for myself that, oh my god, that quest design. Doesn't change the fact that there's good stuff about WoW Classic. WoW Vanilla, I should say. I think Watermile just dunks on it. So, we were doing the, what do you call it? The seasonal thing, the thing that went away now. The totally not a test bed for Classic Plus.
And absolutely no airflow. Perfect day for
Season of Discovery, that was it. And me and my WoW co-op group kind of wanted to try it out, and so we did. Would you like to know how far we got? I'll give you a hint. We all played Undead. Oh, one more healer, again. The end of Tears Fall. Okay. Start of Silverpine. Lord Haramont says level 25. Luthor, any guesses? Midway through Silverpine, halfway through Silverpine. I mean, yeah, that is a problem with Silverpine. But the answer is, we didn't make it to Brill. We hated it, Mr. Red. We hated it so much. All three of us. The third person in question had never played WoW Vanilla. So, for me and Pax, we were going back. But for them, it was the first time. And let me tell you, they did not enjoy that experience. Let me tell you a little story. One of the very, very, very first quests for an undead is to run around gathering some items off of the zombies and I think it's the spiders. No, spiders is next. It's wolves. Wolves and zombies, right in that first area, the very, very, very first area. Those don't share, and they don't always drop, and all three of us needed them. We spent, I think it was like 30 minutes doing those two quests. And that was pretty much the end of that. We kept pushing for a little bit, but the moment we ran into that wall, that was kind of the end of our foray into Season of Discovery. So you are right, I do consider that to be bad game design. There are ways you can still make it interesting and engaging and still keep a lot of the vibes of vanilla without doing that, right? There's an in-between, I think, right? Oh. What level do we reach? Like 4. Yeah. Make a mount tab, make a pet tab, share the loot, and make tap share across characters. In fact, I will say that that's one of the very few things I think that WoW did that was an objective... we lost our healers again. That was an objective improvement. When they made it so that tap... this was done in Warlords. They made it so that regardless of if you're in a group, if you tag something, you get credit for the kill on that thing, right? And no, hang on. That's not a quality of life reason I'm saying that that's objectively good. It's because it demonstrably, like we can say this with hindsight now, it demonstrably improved the friendliness of the community, willingness to help. It made people more cool, for lack of a better, simpler way to put that.
Oh, for the lover! Wrap it up! I ain't spending more than another minute here.
It's true. Single tap has always been problematic. The reason single tap existed back in the day was just because of programming issues. They literally couldn't figure out how to do group tap. In fact, it's probably worth noting many of the older MMOs didn't actually have tapping at all. I'll use Asheron's Call as an example. So the way Asheron's Call kind of jury-rigged this was they made it so that the person who got the tag on a kill was the person who could loot it first. But notice how I say that. If you, for example, looted it and then walked away from the corpse without having looted everything, that opens the corpse, which means at that point, everyone can loot it.
Shovels down! We'll come back to this one later.
Anyways, we've been down this rabbit hole a million, billion, trillion times. There's no need to keep going down, and I apologize for even bringing it up. It was just on my mind because, again, I have been professionally insulted lately, and that irritates me. I am glad WoW Classic exists. That is still true. I ain't never touching it again. The amount of money it would take you to fund a WoW Classic one for me is ginormous. Because you have to remember, to go back to that professionalism thing, not only would I have to actually review that slogfest of a game that I hate, but I would have to do a good job of reviewing it. No shortcuts. No just saying, this zone sucks and moving on. No. No, we have to do Feralas. We have to go into the hinterlands. We have to play every class to 60. Oh, it would be terrible. And I'd have to do it. We'd have to do the 1,000 Needles. Yeah, no, it would be a long review. It would probably torpedo my show. Because I would lose momentum. People would stop watching. People would stop, paying attention to the show. I would just bow out and probably not come back. Because they would come back, a month later, see that I'm still playing WoW. People as of this moment in time, already thought I played WoW too much earlier this year. And that was only like 100 days, I want to say. A little over 3 months, which was a long frickin' time, to be clear. Yeah, the Guild Wars 2 run, which was actually pretty freaking quick, all things considered, was too long. Imagine doing WoW Vanilla. Yeesh. Yeah, that's not happening. That's why I say it would take you a lot of money. It's not just the fact that it would suck. I'd basically be killing my job. I'd be quitting my job, in normal parlance, in order to do that. I actually got several people... No, Bragwin! I actually got several people who commented on how surprised they were at how fast I was going through the WoW review. Because those people don't know me.
Time to head out! Get a move on!
Oh yeah. Even this run, which some people will probably still think is too long, we're actually most of the way through this. We will finish this early next week, right? The only thing that's slowing us down is this queue right here, which is still not good. Okay. Hold up. This is silly. When I said that I was afraid to lose my progress, it was 15 minutes in the queue.
The cartels are always high.
It's now been 30 minutes in the queue. Ah, Bragman, you cursed me. You cursed me. I never have this kind of queue luck. I can prove I never had this kind of queue luck. Yeah, we're past a lot of the chonkers in general, and we're caught up in all the MMOs. So, like, we'll have the FF14 patch run sometime in spring of next year, right? That's not going to be super long either, because that's just the patch content. We'll have the midnight stream sometime, like, mid-next year. That won't be super long either, etc., etc. No, I know, Huthor. That's why I wasn't sure this was even going to happen. Thank you. Alright, so... I'm a healer. I am still a healer. I continue to be a healer. Yes, so I would like to do someday. I admit that's kind of a low priority in my head. Tor is dead. STO is very dead. STO might be getting even deader soon, if you could actually believe that. That's a good question. I haven't looked lately, Uthor. We're not doing Lotro. I have hard vetoed Lotro. I would unironically rather do old school RuneScape than Lotro. No offense, Mr. Red. I can explain that, because that probably sounds like a strange sentence. Because obviously Lotro is a... Bregwin's offline. Q's paused because Bregwin's offline. It probably sounds like a strange statement because Lotro is a better game than old school RuneScape. I'm just going to say that. But the thing is, Lotro, we actually talked about this recently. Lotro sits at that weird confluence of starting to have quality of life without actually having quality of life, right? So it's like the perfect... No, no, she said purely. So it's like that perfect confluence of irritation without being something you can adapt to. I've said this before. I've talked about this recently. You know, WoW Classic, for all my grapples with it, it's very understandable, right? It's very comprehensible. You kind of get yourself into that mindset, that old terrible mindset, and then you just live with it, and you're cool. Ooh. Who is this? I think this is Kraken's on. Yeah, FF11's actually kind of in the same space. FF11 is so old that you just kind of get into the mentality of old, terrible crap game. No offense. And it just kind of clicks, as weird as that sounds. This is nice. Yeah. No, the fence! The fence is working! It's working! No! 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 Could see I'm a Tauren. Yeah, old school RuneScape is the same thing. It's an old, terrible game, which you just kind of push your face into the grinder and you just kind of AFK or chat with people or whatever, right? Lotro is starting to be a good game and has a really good story. So you gotta pay attention. Aw, looks like not much inside. The consequence of this is while most of the older MMOs are arguably worse games, you just kind of slide into the mindset of it and it just kind of becomes a smooth experience. Whoops. Didn't need to invade the bathroom there. But then something like Lotro just wastes your time. And that is the nicest possible way I could put that. Lotro is a... It's hard to even put into words. It is an absolutely insane waste of time. Absolutely everything takes absolutely forever in Lotro. Walking from point A to point B takes forever in Lotro. Fighting something takes forever. Healing. Crafting. Seeing high-res cows here. You know, all of that. See, this is what the fence is for. All of that just takes forever in Lotro. Menuing, load screens, turning in quests, reading the quests, cutscenes. Like, it's just... Yeah, it is a seconds and minutes the game. You think FF11 has seconds and minutes. Even FF11 doesn't come close to Lotro. So that's why Lotro is turbo vetoed. Whereas I'm willing to accept something like FF11. Does that make sense? Sorry, I know it's a lengthy answer, but I wanted to kind of explain the reasoning here. Oh, hey, let's look at Evo's house. I'm sure she's done some wonderful, creative, fun, fantastic, interesting, engaging stuff. Oh. Okay. Can I share a meme really quick? Someone actually shared it recently, but it's such a true meme, right? Oh my god, Bragwin, you're killing me. I'm gonna give her another minute, then I'm gonna kick her from the group. So, I'm memeing because here's the thing. First of all, this housing stuff takes forever. Actual hours to do. That's the point. Right? Like, that's deliberate design. They want this stuff to take hours. This is the new end game. Yeah, it's The Sims, right? This is very much deliberate. There's a reason why it's so invested, excuse me. But anyways, there's this meme about people who are like sharing these super creative, insane, fun, fantastic builds that are like absolutely bonkers in quality and depth and complexity. And then there's like a guy who's just sitting here staring at, you know, a campfire going, I'm really happy that I managed to get a campfire going in my house. No judgment. I know exactly how long that stuff... I used to play Minecraft. And, you know, like Satisfactory is another example of this. You've probably seen insane, complicated, super Omega builds in Satisfactory or Factorio. You will not be seeing me do one of those when we stream those games. You know why? Because that takes time. That takes hours and hours and hours. I like a nice looking factory as much as the next guy, but that takes time. Let's go look at Mr. Red's place. I'm gonna kick Braywood. There we go. There we go. Alright, Mr. Red, it's time to shame Mr. Dead. I'm gonna do it in WoW too, I think. Behold! Okay, I'm actually sad, Mr. Red, because you have a second room. How dare you? I wanted you to just have the one room. That would have been so much better if I just walk in and it's just one empty room. But look, there's rooms! There's so many rooms! Why do you have so many empty... Oh my god, Mr. Red's a billionaire. He's got tons of empty rooms in his house with nothing in them. And he just squats on it. There's like 15 homeless people lined up outside. And he's just like, yeah, I got tons of space. Okay, so is this the first? It doesn't matter. The LFR is so weird in which boss you face in which order. So let's just show these off. None of this gameplay counts. This is a pure story run, but we get to show at least some of the raids, so I'm happy about that at least. Where's Mr. Reds? Where's Mr. Reds? Ah! Oh, wait, not Mr. Red. Spartan. Where's Spartan? Where's Spartan? Which one of these is Spartan? Oh, God. I don't know the names as well. No! Oh, I love the Katamari and the conveyor boss. Great fights that I can't give positives to. Well, this is cool. I actually really like this. Is this these are 3 items, right? Or maybe 4 items? Five. Oh, you're right. It is 5 items. You're right. You're right. I like that. Ooh, speaking of. So, we've got some tea, some Pandaren food, and a nice book to enjoy. Oh my god, there's like a little gardening thing. Who is this? Who is Viridith? Because I like this. So we got a keg, we've got a little thing. It's Maverick. Okay, so this is Maverick's place. Got the trees and the flower beds. And the bushes. And more flowers. I like it. I like it already. I still need to do the rounds and start buying up all the housing items. Yeah. No, so in case you didn't catch this, I'm pretty sure this is, each one of these is manual. Maybe it's like a bundle of them. I'm not sure. Maverick could answer this, but he refuses because he's pure evil like that. Maverick, how many stones are there here? Maverick, no! Well, I mean, Maverick did just say he ran out of his object limit. Okay, so yeah, so we've got this. This is just a stone walk with it. So cool. No, I like this. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. I really don't. And of course, we've got to have the Griffin spot. Oh, and a spot for Johnny. Make sure Johnny can visit. Very important. Now to shame Maverick for the interior. Oh! Permission denied! I am disallowed from going into Maverick's house. I feel vaguely heard. Just for that, I'm going over to this house. Which looks like it's like my house, aka nothing. Let's see what's up with the interior. No, permission denied. No entrance allowed. So I'm sure most of you know this, but how many of you know that this exists? Something I'm going to do at some point is I'm going to set up the camera, turn off all the interface, and just record for a minute. And by a minute, I mean probably like an hour. I don't know what I'll use it for. Maybe like a... Yeah, exactly, Dakota. That's exactly it. Maybe use it as like a... Like we're about to start the stream kind of a thing or whatever. Technically, these go all the way back to Silver Pine, although it was more gameplay there than anything else. That would be Kata, specifically. Yeah, I don't know, maybe fantasy game, maybe like Builder? This could be your Builder intro. Because let's be honest, that's kind of what this is. No! Alt-Z. Hi, Near's S. Well, we had a group, and then some DPS wouldn't wake up. And so now we're waiting again. Could also do... Oh, that doesn't work. Oh my god, that poor man. Maybe like, hang on, where's the back? So like this. Could also do like this. I don't know if this would work. Now we're gonna have to show that off, Ben, when we get there. What's the story quest like in this area? Well, there's no story here. So there's camera tools. I found it. Yeah, it's called WoW Camera Tools. What's this do? Interesting. Just gonna quietly grab that. I don't know, I found it immediately as Mirror. If you can do it in under 60 seconds, Mr. Red, then yes. I will never forgive you if it pops while you're brushing your teeth. I just want you to know. I can't believe this. I'm one of two. I'm not even queued as a healer? No, I have to be queued as a healer. Oh, yeah, I know. You know... God damn it, Mr. Red. You know that there's, like, at least one or two, three people whose only job is to place NPCs and then script their interactions, right? It's the Oblivion thing, right? They've got a schedule they go through. Because that applies to monsters, too, like the boars or the birds or the griffins or whatever. We haven't even looped yet. This is great. Really is Mirror. Interesting. I mean, I say without hyperbole that housing is already bringing people back into WoW. Which sounds funny to say, but it's a really good housing system, so I kind of see it, right? So I don't know who this is, but I think they might be a little sus. Got a nice little walkway out here. And a rocket. Gotta have the rocket. Very important. And a Vault of the Titans. Yeah, plenty of MMOs have tried to make the housing thing work. WoW has been working on the housing thing for... Let me actually look this up really quick. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think it's actually closer to 4 years, but it is at minimum 3 years they've been working on this feature. It's worth noting, it's not actually out yet. You've got that helmet on. This is literally the trial beta of housing. And I keep reminding people of that because this current state, this exact state of housing is already better than most MMOs housing and is already bringing people back to the game. And it's still in the freaking trial. Like, there are whole features not in yet. Never mind, you know, the obvious lack of content in several places. I mean, I would, Uthor. Because, yeah. I wonder if the previous management had been pushing back against housing. Hear me out for a second. Housing is the kind of thing that would be rife for microtransaction monetization. It would also be the thing that if they went down that particular thing, Lord Irma, then it would cause damage to the game. It would legitimately hurt the game's long-term feasibility. Right, it's the same circle that always happens. You increase your income by shrinking your player base, right? That's the cycle. And I wonder if either that was something that was being pushed for and pushed back against, or if the people who were in charge of this whole thing were sort of deliberately dragging their heels on certain features to make sure that it couldn't happen, right? I'm explaining that badly. Let me try this from a different perspective. Imagine for a moment that you're in the office, and you have a great idea, and you know that your boss will ruin it. And I mean ruin it. And you care enough about your job or your project or whatever it is you're working on that you don't want it to be ruined. Oh, hey. Check it out. It's totally Johnny. I cannot be the only person who has encountered that exact experience in my experiences in corporate America. Heck, heck, heck. This queue, I swear to God, we've been in this queue for 50 minutes. This is insane. And it just keeps sitting there with like full tanks, lots of DPS, and a couple of healers. Alright. Yep, this is hitting the point where this is not worth it. I apologize for wasting everyone's time. It's a shame because these fights look awesome and sound awesome, and I can't show them off properly. So, we're gonna just kind of leave the group. And, yeah. Not do that. I apologize for wasting the last hour of your time. So, let's go kill Gallywix.
What's the damage? Time's a wasting.
It's okay, I can give gameplay pluses and minuses to this mode. Captain Garrick, woo! A mage table for all your summoned food needs. No, it's okay. I've got recuperate, so I need to pull that on my bar. There we go.
Gallywix! It doesn't have to end here!
Oh, save me the mush! The Horde made you soft!
I'm not being soft. I'm offering you a way out!
You don't make the offers. I do. Now watch and learn how a real goblin takes charge.
Yeah, I'm actually going to not review the brickwork down here. No, really, because I want to show off the brickwork of the whole raid, and, you know... But yeah, just take in this place for a second. Big lava pit, which makes sense. We were quite a ways underground, and remember, we're directly under an active volcano. Giant razor blade death rays. This is such a good fight. I'm so sad I can't show you a proper version of this fight. I am so sorry. And yeah, of course the forge is in an active volcano. Where else would it be? Oh yeah, great music down here too. So there's Gallywix in that thing. I actually love the fact that he's called the Chrome King. Something about that just fits. And I love his mech, unironically. It's a giant stylized version of his face with two... Someone in chat could probably answer this better than me. there's a style of gun where the barrel looks bigger to the point where it's effectively a cannon. And it's a different vibe, right? It's a different look visually and aesthetically. And so he's got those. He's got 2 gigantic double-barreled death cannons on each side. And it just looks cool. Like, you look at that, and it just whatever's in front of that is going to die, right?
Time to die. Jump.
Speaking of which... yeah, Gallowix is actually in the top hat.
Big bombs, boys. Blast ya. Get up and dance for me, you little jerks. Bust out the big bombs, boys. Warm regards. Wonder how I helped the old Harbinger? Get a load of this, baby. No, really. Get a load of it. It's about to blow your face off.
Actually, yeah, Loke. Which makes sense, because he probably didn't make it. Or, conversely, he did, personally. Take a pick.
You jumped on me! It's getting hot in here!
Yeah, I really wish I could show off the Galagio to you.
Full of rain! Move your feet! Get those bombs in a good spot! Blast ya! Get up and dance for me, you little jerks!
I mean, nobody really cares about the VGAs. Not really. $500,000 a minute. That's what the VGAs are. Speaking of which, as a reminder, we're closing off nominations for the LGAs very, very soon. As in, like, within a couple of days. Also, the stream we're doing right now is the last qualifying stream.
You jumped on me!
We'll be opening up voting on that pretty much the moment I finish the Patch Within stream. So FYI.
What, you think you've won? Nah, I got something else for you.
I love the look of that thing.
I'm the last boss you'll ever see!
Because it's exactly as stupid as it needs to look. Correct, Ben One Eye. Expedition 33 will count as a 2026 game.
It's getting hot in here! Time for a higher caliber!
Actually, no, I don't, Mr. Ed. I don't think Gellert is thinking past this battle.
Which way you gotta go now, huh?
Show off the mech a little bit over here.
Blast ya!
Yeah, there's an entire mechanic we don't see on this mode, which I'm really sad because it's a great mechanic. It's in LFR, which is how I know it's there.
Fire it up!
One thing I've been impressed by is how they've made the LFR fights actually worth a damn. And to be clear, I mean that as a good thing. I feel like this is presumption. I feel like the introduction of story mode allowed them to up the diff a little bit and up the mechanics of LFR. Because they don't have to worry about it being accessible to literally everyone anymore. I mean, I wouldn't call that smart, Loke. I would call that desperate.
Warm regards.
I really hope we at least get a group from Monoforge Omega.
Dance just got a little more complicated. It's getting hot in here.
Hang on 1 second, Shadow Machine.
Fire it up!
Boom.
Worthless hunk of junk! Boom!
Hey, hold on!
It's not over till I say it's over. And I always win!
Look out!
Huh? Ah!
Let's get out of here.
I heard a lot of people were unhappy
Gruesome.
about that.
Yeah, could have been any of us.
I don't believe that. None of you are what Gallywix was.
So, what now?
We rebuild this place. We start cleaning up the mess he made. And eventually, we make the world recognize and respect us.
All right, I can get behind that.
Good plan.
We've got your back if you've got ours.
Always.
Well, I disagree completely, Loke. I mean, there's literally lines of dialogue in the quests leading up to this which flat out talk about us killing people because we're cleaning house. I think they would have been okay with killing Gallywix. However, I will admit I kind of get both perspectives here. The general idea was that they wanted to see they wanted us to kill him, or more accurately, Gallywix, sorry, Gazlo to kill him, because, you know, this is still Warcraft, and we do still kill people in this setting, especially when they're people like Gallywix. But no, I'm with y'all. I like the fact that he actually died to his own stupidity. Because, frankly, that's way more appropriate for a tiny little nobody fish like him. Ultimately, this is obviously very thematically appropriate. But at the end of the day, he really was just a zone villain, right? He was a personal villain. This is not someone we need to be like, oh, I'll defeat you no matter the cost. No, this is some idiot who killed himself because he wouldn't stop kicking his own mech. Yeah, he died kicking at the wrong thing out of ego. It's pathetic. And it should be. And yeah, Gallywix is 100% a Krennic. Remember, one of the key components of a Krennic is they tend to have more influence on things than they probably should, just because of the fact that, you know, the situation around them allows them to have more influence than their weight class would otherwise allow. Now, this is just speaking personally, but if you asked me the hardest fight in this raid, No, Shadow Machine. Speaking of which, please don't donate to Photor yet. Oh, and thank you for being part of the show, Shadow Machine. I actually did get that down for Prime 4, Legend CA, and Fallout New Vegas. See, yeah, I was thinking Muggsy, and I was trying not to be biased about that, because Mythic Muggsy was the barrier boss. We've talked about that concept before. Yes, I did, Huthor. So, I was just trying to think of my own personal experience, but Muggsy was mean. And I only did LFR. It was still mean. I would say Muggsy and... Yeah, I was honestly thinking Styx is the other one. I had some issues with Rick Reverb, but that's the group's fault, not his fault. Anyways.
So, what's on deck? What now? Bilgewater is on... The cartels are always hiring temp workers to pick up odd jobs. See if you can lend a hand.
In fact, I'm going to go ahead and commit to this. Let's go ahead and temporarily veto Photor. For those of you not aware, we actually did have the KOTOR 1 remaster on the list for a while. You know, the game that's extremely dead in the water and probably never coming out. And they've already announced that Photor isn't coming out for literal years. Let's just let that one lie for now. I'll allow Mega Man 12, because that's probably actually coming out, and is only 2 years out. But Photor is... no. Yeah, let's call that a tentative veto.
Have I got a potion for you? Whoa, don't rush off on my account.
Hey, pal. I can't thank you enough for what you've done for me, and for Undermine. He glances at Sprinkle, his wife, before looking back at you. I know you've been busy since Renzik and Gazlo brought you here. You keep doing what's asked of you, but there's one more thing that needs doing. Meet up with Gazlo at the hotel. I'm sure he'd appreciate you being there to help.
Save time for new mixes, huh?
Correct, Ben One Eye. Yeah, VTMB2 was actually the watchword for not putting a game on the list too early for a long time. Then it came out. And, you know, it sucked, but it did come out. It's the important part.
You're talking to the goblin in charge.
Thanks for coming, champ. There's one more thing we need to do to set Undermine right.
I got your message about Renzik.
Bilgewater is on the job. Sorry to make you travel. I needed to give you this.
I thought I saw you glance in my direction.
I thought Renzik would return to Undermine one day, but another part of me hoped he might take over SI7 when the time came. All too often, hope is a knife we hold by the blade.
Look to the shadows.
I'm surprised Shah showed up in person. Thought he'd sent an agent or something, but maybe I should start expecting better of people. I made sure Renzik got looked after, got the respect he deserved. This chest took me a long time to make, a lot of little tools. I'm not used to detail work, but it got done pretty good. I'm sure he could still pick the lock like nothing, but, well, let's get him sent back home to Stormwind, yeah?
Get out there and get to it. Nice chat. Now get him. He saved my life. He was a hero.
That's not usually how I heard Renzik described. You don't get a nickname like the Shiv for heroics.
Well, he was. You make sure they remember him.
Come with me. I want to show you something.
Hello. Be careful.
Here's what the Mage Blade was doing there.
A lighthouse?
A quiet place. Renzik used to come here with me.
Yeah, we're in Westfall, by the way.
We fight in the shadows.
I apologize for the sudden change of scenery, but it's important you see this rather than just hear it.
The job's not done yet.
Renzik was my finest agent, but more than that, he was a friend. He wasn't an agent of the Stormwind Crown, begrudgingly fulfilling a mission in Undermine. He worked for Stormwind, but he loved Undermine. His people were his home, not us. It helped me gather some of his things he left here. They should go back to Undermine, along with him.
Sleep with one eye.
I leave a notch on the door for every agent I've lost.
That door looks pretty torn up, Shaw.
Yes, it does. More than anything, Renzik wanted to go home, to Undermine. He never said why, but he thought he didn't deserve it. So he joined us. We weren't a home, but we were a substitute for it.
I guess you do always want to go home, one way or another.
Okay, the fact that we just spent so much time in the housing things kind of makes that hit a little different. Real quick, the throwing knives are dull from years of practice. The fishing gear is pristine and completely unused.
You gave him a chance to set things right, Gaslow.
No, he did that himself. We'd be nowhere without him.
It's an old copy of the Undermine Weekly. He had circled advertisements for new condos being built in the city. Nicer places, but none of them luxurious.
What needs done?
Renzik would admire Stormwind and what we stood for, but Undermine was always what he loved most. It's important that you both know that.
Look to the shadows.
Renzik would want his ashes returned to the Undermine. I know that for certain, and I would like to do my friend one last favor by seeing it done. I'm sure he'll like it more than being stuffed under a marble slab in the Stormwind Cemetery far from his people. Let's go.
The job's not done yet.
We should bring Renzik back to Undermine. Back to his home.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I had a story idea once. I still will probably use this someday. It's the idea that there's a cemetery or, like, tomb somewhere. It's big and it's public and everyone knows what it is. That's the place where the unsung heroes go. The people you can't know about or shouldn't know about. People whose names you've never heard of. And every grave there is unmarked. But people go there semi-frequently to pay honor and respect to the people who died in service of keeping them safe. Every now and again, they add another grave.
Undermine looks a lot different up here. A lot brighter. What's the holdup?
You knew him too, my friend. Go ahead.
See you around, Renzik. You deserve better than this.
See you around, boss. Bilgewater on duty.
Renzik's home now. We'll make sure it never gets taken from him again.
Oh, it's lonely at the top.
We got one more thing to get straight. Come on. Grimna's waiting for us back at the lobby.
Yep, looks like we've got work to do. Hey, Shaw. You ever need anything, I owe you one.
That's a dangerous thing to say to the spy master of Stormwind.
Life's a dangerous business.
Shaw salutes him before he vanishes. Gazlo nods to you wordlessly, sparing one final glance over the balcony before turning away.
The cartels are always hiring temp workers to pick up odd jobs. See if you can lend a hand.
See you.
The truth is, I never thought that much of Undermine. The rough streets, the dirty dealings, the mob bosses squeezing everyone for their last copper coin. And while Gallywix is gone for good, that's not what's gonna change this city. It'll be the people who defy its reputation and stick around to fight for each other. That's what Renzik did. And that's what we all gotta do to build a new tomorrow for Undermine. So, let's get to work.
Real talk, when we saw that live when it was new, the reaction to that was, well, I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't like to cuss, but oh, crap! Like, right in chat. Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly, Carol. No, I picked up on that immediately. It's like, okay. We're not doing Crash yet. We got a lot of catch-up to do. Let me do a little typing first. Gallywix is dead.
I got you back.
Whoops.
You got a problem? I got solutions.
We've shown everyone Undermine ain't bending the knee to no one. They try to force us, they better be ready for a hell of a fight. Oh yeah, by the way, do you notice we just got rid of another dictatorship? We just do that. Future ain't gonna be perfect, but if it's ours to mess up, that's good enough for me.
Lonely at the top.
Okay, so we have 100 million billion trillion quests to do. Let's start working through those, shall we? Ooh, excuse me. I believe... hang on. Toston, Torque, what about the casino? I think what about the casino is the one I want to do last. I think. Crew, cost of collectibles. Oh, rats. Yeah, that's... Okay, so that's the detective one, which... Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Kraken's son. So... I think it might be Kraken's son. I'm gonna laugh if we do that even more in Midnight. I'm telling you, we saw what the Warrior of Light was doing. It's like, yeah, okay, we can do that. We don't want to be one-upped after all. Okay, so... Ah! Can I help you? I was gonna say, we got the Amani to deal with, and they haven't been in a good way for a long time. Okay, I'll deal with that in a second. Yeah, we also need to revitalize the Alliance. Or break up the Alliance, depending on how you want to look at that. You ransacked my apartment. I'm gonna melt his tools into slag for this.
Welcome to the best place ever.
Oh, my notes, my plans. I know it was Mike Sparkcog who tossed my apartment. He's my work rival. Probably one of my newest inventions for himself, the Smeller Sweller 5000. You see, it's an attachment for the grills we designed. I just finished the schematic for our boss when I stepped out for some grub. By the time I got back... maybe he didn't find it. Help me look first, then we can deal with Might.
Keep cool out there.
My room's on the top floor. It's the one that's been turned upside down. Look for the schematic, will you? I'm going to console myself with a lunch cannoli. Oh my gosh, what the heck happened to this place? Actually, the Alliance being a merchant republic sounds kind of cool. It would differentiate it from the more, frankly, egalitarian federation that the Horde has turned into. Why are there so many boots up here? Oh my god. How many boots do you need? Wait, what's this? It's a giant pile of trash. Aha! It's a note! Written on official Cheap Grills Inc. stationery and scribbled note is definitive proof another employee stole the mechanic. Or what? Yeah, Tyrellian is the High King, and by all accounts has actually been pretty cool. He's still the dictator of the entire alliance, but he appears to be a benevolent dictator.
What's the news?
Schematic of a muffler-type part that sticks into the grill. It's so amazing. Oh, you can't miss it.
Watch your back.
Oh, he's not going to steal my promotion this time.
Time's a-wasting.
That might make me so mad. He even took credit for it. And I was right. He's going to present Smeller Sweller to our boss. In fact, he's probably presenting it right now. It gives me an idea, though. We may not have the schematic, but might won't know how to operate it. If we could show the boss it's not his design, maybe I'll still get credit. How good are you at pressing buttons? Oh, buddy, you have no idea.
See you around.
See, the problem is, that's pretty accurate, Lord Aramont. A lot of the Alliance races tend to be very militaristic and authoritarian. But, as you point out, are pretty xenophilic. Xenophilic? Xenophiles. So that sounds like the Alliance to me. What would the Horde be at this point? Ahem. Perfect, my internet's here. We can get started. I'm not reimbursing you for that snap. As your boss, I say when the presentations start.
Yeah? Time's a-wasting.
Smellifire 700 makes your burger smell like lasagna, white sand beaches, or a rack of ribs, just like that. Oh, well, maybe... Okay, I guess I pushed too many buttons there. Maybe because that's my Smeller Sweller 5000, and you can't operate it. My intern will demonstrate the correct technique. See, any goblin with a brain in their head can operate it. That's nice, Snap, but might already turn into the schematic. We need the actual plans to build the stuff. You heard the boss. Might, you rusty hack together joint. I'll get you for this.
How you doing, pal?
That no-good brainless fried worm of an engineer. Well, he'll pay.
Watch your back.
Our presentation showed we're the ones who can actually operate it. If Sammy weren't so focused on the documentation being in Mite's hands, anyone could see we made the thing. We didn't even have the schematics. But this ain't over. You saw how Mite overloaded it? We could do that too. punch a bunch of buttons, and at once we can exploit his half-baked, half-all-stolen idea. We go in, mess up the prototype, and set production back a few months.
See you around. What's the news?
I'll be on the top floor overseeing the construction of my Smellifire 700, if either you need me. It's the Smellifire 5000, you piece of wet tinder. Here we go. Hey, hey, hey! Employees only! Look, do you really want to pick a fight with me? Do you really want to pick a fight with me? Okay, you're all dead. I just murdered a bunch of innocent civilians. I am the hero. Oh my god. Insert shot of Arthas staring at the blood on his hand. I might as well rob the people I just murdered while I'm here. It's not like they care, right? Okay, fine. You two get to die. Ah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Spiral staircases. If you had made the Smeller Sweller, I could have stabilized the scent output so it could handle combos. Combos? You crazy? That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah?
Oh, hi. Thanks for tearing apart those busted prototypes. Here's your cut. As it turns out, this is all a misunderstanding. He broke in because he thought I stole his idea. Actually, he has a pretty good idea for a smell of whatever.
Keep cool out there.
What? You two are a headache and a pain in the payroll. You can't do this every week anymore. Sammy, turns out Mike actually had a really good idea for the prototype. Yeah, we just need another week to fine-tune our schematics. No, you're both going on unpaid vacation time for a week to think about what you've done. Well, I guess I'd give us time to get our thoughts together. The smeller fire, whatever. That's more like it. No more of this rivalry crap, okay? You both work for me. You's on the same team. Sorry, Sammy. Oh, and sorry for getting you involved, Horde Runner. Guess I learned an important lesson. Killing that rat. Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You have to die because I accidentally aggroed you. I'm a good guy. Okay. You come across a wanted poster that's been mailed to the top of a for rent sign. Wanted, seeking able-bodied adventurer to work as security for local apartment complex. Must be capable of not dying. Reward, free room and board. Interested parties should inquire upstairs at the nearby Barrel Bottom Apartments. I can do that. I can do that. Funniest goblin shenanigans in all of WoW? The detective quest. I mean, I was going to say the wedding quest. Hey, Dragon Player. You can't just keep raising rent like this. Hey, protecting you squatters ain't cheap. I gotta charge a premium. What protection? You let those bikers run rampant for weeks while tenants are going missing. You don't like it? Leave, and I'll be keeping your deposit. This ain't over, you leech. Fresh reminder. Landlords are evil. By the way, yeah, that guy's name is Moz Barrelbottom, Benevolent Landlord. Well, I'm glad someone actually noticed, Dragon Player. Fortunately, now I gotta kill you to hide the horrible, horrible evidence that that crime ever existed.
You got a problem?
Here to rent a room? Perfect timing. Take a look around while I finish up. Should be a free spot in a few minutes. Oh, I don't know nothing about that wanted sign, but if you're here to cause trouble, I suggest you leave. We don't need no adventurers poking their nose in goblin business.
Whatever.
You looking for trouble?
Don't let that swindling Moz convince you this is some kind of paradise. Just look around. The floor creaks, the roof leaks. There ain't even doors in here. This place is a dump. Fortunately for most of us, it's our only option.
See ya.
I didn't think anyone would actually show up. You hear about the free room? You didn't say nothing to Barrelbottom, did you?
Watch your step.
It's bad enough the old skinflint landlords letting the place slowly fall apart, but now we got bigger problems. Recently, those would-be gangsters up the road, the Underriders, and they went from petty theft and noise complaints to being a heavily armed menace. They've started trashing the place, even attacking us directly. What's worse, anyone who can afford to move out, or anyone who can't afford to move out, are evicted for damage those thugs cause. You keep us safe, you crash here free of charge. Why do they call you Gabby, Gabby? Gabby shrugs. Gabby waves over urgently. The small goblin wrings her hands together, nervously trying to find the words to explain her concern. Some goblins aren't moving out. They're being kidnapped. I know it. My friends wouldn't have moved. They wouldn't. Please help. Please? Her eyes spill over with tears. Hey, no crying. Horde Run will take care of this. Gabby mutters something under her breath. Nonsense. They're a big, strong paladin. They probably won't die. Probably. Do not be afraid. I am an earthen, and I am covered in spiked metal. Really, I am. I've decided I don't like this sword, though.
Punches, lucky goose and root.
Oh, there we go. That's a nice big crude bolt of metal. Look at that. There we go. There we go. See anything here? We do have the Legion maces, which are used by the Legion, because we're the good guys, remember? Word's last leg. Oh my god. All these are too flashy. Okay, I do actually like that, but that's not... I mean... Now, I like simple too, within reason. I also like flashy. It just has to be good flashy. Honestly, though, yeah, I think the giant chunk of brutish metal best fits this suit. Just a big old cleaver.
Dim lighting and absolutely no airflow. Perfect day for a race.
Welcome to the best place ever.
I don't know why they're attacking us. They won't let us leave.
Watch your back.
Let's get out of here, dude.
How you doing, pal?
Inside the weapons crate, you find the crumbled note written to the underwriters. Good to see you putting these toys to good use. These little squatters are leaving in droves thanks to you guys. Keep up the good work, and there's more where this came from. Just try not to burn the whole place down. Can't run out an empty lot. Also, I'm evil, just so you know. I mean, I'm a landlord, so, you know, hate to be redundant about that.
What's the news? Time's a wasting.
Yeah, it's just completely unprecedented. A landlord is hiring thugs to use against their own tenants. Can you believe it? I can't even joke about this. All of this is just stuff that real people do, but worse. That is to say, real people are worse than this, is what I mean by that. Make some swords appear from the ground, don't mind me.
What's the news?
Yeah.
To the best place ever.
I do, Nero says. I mean, hang on. I did actually Equalitas. I'm curious where they're going to take that. But we'll see. I wasn't really impressed with Soma, to be quite honest with you. That wasn't a bad game, it was just like, okay. People kept talking it up as the next, you know, best, amazing, most wonderful atmospheric game of incredibly questioning your values and identity, and it's like, oh, it's the fork problem. Okay. It wasn't a bad game.
Welcome to the best place ever.
Smart move. People have started filling their mattresses with cash, blaming the banks for the host of financial woes in the world, but let me be blunt. These people are the reason the world is slipping.
Really?
I say we stop taxing the wealthy and allow them to put the money back into society rather than into the state coffers. Watch how that creates jobs for everyone. If people don't put money in the bank, we can't invest and generate revenues for us all. That's practically robbery.
Interesting.
That's why people of your pedigree are valued customers here at Milton Fitzpatrick. We're on the lookout for quality clientele, not the run-of-the-mill folks who just want to borrow money to save their small businesses. If that sounds interesting, well, then we should set up a proper meeting next week. Talk more about those 7 figures of yours, okay?
Sure.
Huh? Oh.
No, it's the guy from Hitman. Although, if you want to hear him dying in a more satisfying manner.
Nobody can see or hear anything that goes on in here.
Practical.
Isn't it?
See, you need the context from the former clip to really get it. But the latter clip is much funnier. Hang on one second. There we go.
Is that yours?
She's covered in head to toe in injuries. Whoever attacked her made it personal. Duh, don't worry about me. We need to stop whoever caused all this.
Yeah.
You're back. Timing could have been better.
Watch your step. See ya.
Everyone rescued, only be attacked again.
Yeah. Next time.
A letter from the Underminers. I think I know the signature. That's the landlord.
Watch your step. See ya.
That settles it. I think we both know who's responsible for this mess. It's that bastard landlord. As soon as the Underwriters were dealt with, he sent his goon Jarvis on a rampage. Looks like if he can't scare us out, he's gonna force us out. He won't scare so easily. You're pretty tough. Maz's office is across the street. Go show him he's messing with the wrong goblins.
Next time.
Stay under the bed till it's safe to come out, Gabby. Bullet Runner will deal with this. She actually is right there, by the way. It's hard to see her, but she's right there. Gabby seems unharmed, but frozen in fear. I would say the banker's a patsy. Really. Like, he strikes me as the kind of person who legitimately believes the nonsense he's spewing. Of course, that's the joke, so of course he does. If Hitman games are good at one thing, it's making all the people you're killing horrifically evil people, so you don't feel bad about murdering them. Hey, Maz. What's going on, buddy? Listen, I just killed Gallywix. So what's up? I'm just gonna take the deed here. Don't mind me.
What? I'm working.
Hey, Zach Taft. Okay. I know I've talked about a scene like this before, but hang on. A slight variance on the idea I mentioned earlier. Okay, so imagine there's a thug, right? And the thug walks in, is like, yep. Oh, yeah, we're going to intimidate the heck out of this. And then, like, kick the door open, all right, we're here to... And they stall, and we're there. And we, like, look over, like... And whoever it is that they were going to intimidate is just like... And the thug just has this moment of... Sorry about the door. And then just closes the door and then leaves.
What you got?
Just... It wasn't even a quest. We were just there. Yeah, puts the door back on the hinge. Sorry about this. I mean, just get some nails back in there. There you go. You have a nice day, ma'am. And then just leaves.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah, puts it next to the door. That'll show that old skinflint who's in charge. And with his deed, he can't threaten us with nothing. You did good. I think you earned that free room.
See ya.
Never thought when I was looking for security I'd get some bona fide hero. Let's see why rumors about you spread so quickly. You like helping people, don't you? Look, I don't want to get all sappy or nothing. It's just what you did for everyone. She shakes her head and regains her composure. Anyway, a deal's a deal. Sign your name in the apartment log. You'll be an official Barrel Bottom resident. And we've earned a Hearthstone spot, if you care. Landlord, Mama Kira. Tenant, Horror. Rent, paid in full. Oh, well, I knew Horde Runner could save us. They were like, whoosh, bang, pow. They were incredible. Now we get 2 places to live. Ho, ho, ho. Calm down, girl. Give Hordrun a chance to move in first. As promised, the room's all yours. Gabby and I are going to check out Mars's old place, see if we can fix it up a bit. You should come by when you got a moment. I know everybody thrilled to see you. Race you there. Well, you can afford to. You're a mage. James Sunderland will walk in. Excuse me, Gallywix? Are you crazy? You can't go threatening the hero of Azeroth. Oh god, he's back. He's back! No! Oh, he's dead again. By the way, that guy's title was Head of Goblin Resources. Yeah, even James Sunderland is like, dude, what are you doing? I like how much more chill the music is over in the VAT Works. It's kind of funny in its own weird way. Like, you wouldn't think the Alchemist engineering experimental place would be chill, but here we are. Listen, I helped you, Gallowix, because you said I could find my wife. And it's time for you to pay the pauper. That ain't even the saying, you half-wit. Oh. Well, whatever it is, tell me where my wife is. I lied, you dimwit. I don't know your stinking wife. Why would I? You lied to me? How could you?
Is this my problem?
So this is Gita. Now, you remember PETA, right? Well, they're psychopaths. But then you might remember Dita. Dita was all the way back in Wrath and was making fun of PETA. Dita was the druids for the ethical treatment of animals. So this is Gita.
You looking for trouble?
Thanks to these lunkheads that seem capable of doing anything except their actual jobs, I got some wink for you. Hey, is she talking about us, Colton? We're just cultivating our courage a bit here, ma'am. No need to get touchy. Both Gita and the Undermine are willing to pay you for your services and your discretion.
See ya. Yeah.
We got a report here of some big radioactive rat that was chased into a nearby sewer. Not only is it highly aggressive, it's terrible for the environment. Hey, don't look at me like that. Us Underminers care about that stuff, even if the cartels don't. I'll put your location of the sewer entrance on your map. Hopefully one of these lunks will get off their butts and join you there.
Next time. Watch your step.
Now, the crocodilian. Do you know that crocodiles can grow indefinitely? Well, the owner of this crocodile didn't. When it got too big, it was released. Normally, these crocodiles make their way out of the Undermine, but this one decided to like the taste of goblins and stayed. If you're up for it, people of the Undermine could use someone brave. From pet to predator, its behavior hasn't changed. It's just the available prey has expanded. To you! That's actually a good question. I don't know, Mr. Red. Most evil quest in the game? Well, there is this one quest where a wife says, please help me find my husband. And then we go find the husband. He says, oh God, my wife's going to murder me. Please lead me to safety. And we say, no problem. We'll lead you to safety. It'll be fine. And then we lead him right back to the wife who murders him. It's not a joke, by the way. Like, that quest is just screwed up. Like, what the hell? No, it wasn't that he was cheating. It's that she wanted a traditional wedding, which involves killing the husband.
Yeah?
Metalman's got all these crazy ideas about helping the world. I don't know. It's all a bit over my head. But I guess that's why I was never the inventor he wanted me to be. Still, I got some thoughts on how to solve problems around here. Like those dang rodents getting litter all over the streets. Might not revitalize the spirit of the community or whatever, but I bet people would be happy if we cleaned up the streets.
Time's a wasting. How you doing, pal?
What did Pitts do that you won't trust him with the golem? It's not just one thing he did, it's everything. He breaks every tool he touches. He leaves half-finished projects all over. He wouldn't know steel from sodium nitrate, no matter how many times I tell him not to blow up the workshop. He's a good kid. He just needs to employ himself, but this is too important to trust him with.
See you around.
The citizens of Undermine cry out for help. They need protection. They need joy. They need to get by. As an inventor, I spent my life building something that'll solve our people's problems. It's just about ready for a test run. I call it the Goblin Optimal Livability Enhancement Machine. Golem. Find some problems. Take it out for a spin. Oh, take my son with you. Pitts doesn't have an inventor's bone in his body, but he can yak it up with the neighbors.
Keep cool out there.
Trust in Horde Runner to mind the Golem, Pitts, after what happened last time. Yeah, I get it, Pops. I know you made Studio Joker donate to Horde Runner. You didn't have to break his bones like that. Yeah, I did. He wasn't going to donate 1 penny. I had to break every bone in his body. Boss, how did he donate with all his bones broken? What? Okay, maybe I didn't break every bone. Did you break any of his bones? Well, okay, I might not have broken any of his bones. But look, bones are going to be broken, okay? Are you sure, boss? Look, he's just named Judo Joker. What could he possibly be? I don't know, boss. He might actually be capable of doing judo with the insane megalomaniacal tint of the Joker. I wouldn't want it best for someone like that. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Well, yeah, shoot. Hey, Judo Joker. Hey, no hard feelings about forcing you to donate to the lower, right? Like, we're cool? We're cool. Okay, cool. Thanks for the donation, by the way. I'll put that towards Ace Combat 8. I don't know if that has a subtitle, but I don't really give a damn either. Yeah, thanks, Judo Joker. I appreciate you on behalf of Pops. Hey, what'd I tell you about giving me some lip? No use helping this one, Pitts. The shipment's too heavy. Don't you worry, ma'am. The Golem will make quick work of it. Golem, huh? What is what your crazy old man thought of next? Careful with that. Just bring it to the warehouse over here. Yeesh, that thing's strong. Glad it's on our side. Is it, though? Is it really? Alright, let's dispose some garbage. Ah! I mean, yeah. You are a Judo Joker. Congrats. No, especially if you zoom out like this. That just looks like the sappers from Warcraft 2. Can Goblin Tech get droid effect? I sure hope not. That is not something I want to particularly consider in my life. Because then you'd have a very sentient, very angry bomb. Or worse, they actually don't want to die. Please, boss, don't send me to the front lines. Sorry, little Jimmy. Your only purpose in life is to explode. Don't you have something else for me, boss? Anything else I could do, please? Well, I guess you could pass the salt. Oh, God! I take it back. I take it back. I'll go explode. Please. That's a good point, Dream Whisperer. I mean, yeah, Zektot. Although, she's not really a droid in the strictest sense of the word. That's more like... I hope this sofa's safe. Nah, the golem would never lead us astray. Sorry, it was the butter. Sorry, not the salt. My bad, my bad. I just want to mention this really quick. I love just how crude everything about this looks. In a good way, like in a good design way. It's just I already gushed about it, I already gave it positives, but god, the architecture. Alright, we're done. I don't know, that implies that clones ain't people, Zach Taft. Are you trying to say that clones ain't people? Golem's not looking so hot. Pops is gonna be so mad. Wait. I bet I can fix him up, and the old man will be none the wiser. Meet me back at my workshop. Sure. I don't know the stat specifics part. It's harder. Like right here? Yeah, it is right here. In here. This will do all my thinking out from under the old man. Nice workshop, actually.
What's the news?
We'll fix the golem up. Good as new. Pops will be none the wiser. Right? Well, wait. What are you good at if not inventing? I don't know. All I would like to do is go around and chat with folks. I keep trying to make this inventing thing work, though. I gotta make my old man proud.
Time's a-wasting.
Place is looking cleaner already. Maybe there's something to this golem thing.
Cool out there. Watch your back. See you around.
Alright.
Watch
The
your
name of this quest is The World's Okayest Inventor. I'm not the inventor my old man is. Or much of an inventor at all, really. But my masterwork's on the wall there. But I gotta be honest, there's a lot of work that still needs to be done to get it to do anything. But this could be my big chance to prove Pops that I got what it takes to make him proud. All we need to do is actually figure out how to repair the thing. How hard can it be?
Keep cool out there.
Pops is gonna be so mad if he finds a broken golem. We gotta repair it before he notices. I'm sure there's a tool that'll help somewhere in that toolbox. Alright, what do we got? Let's see if we have a tool in this. Oh my god, there was a tool in there. It was a donation from Judo Joker. What's a plumbing? I think I've heard of that before. Donation for teardown. Mercenaries 2. And something called double cell. Wait, splinter cell. There we go. Double agent. And thank you, Judo Joker. Always. Listen, all the pipes just go straight to the lava. That's where we dispose of all our trash, after all. Okay, that didn't do something. Maybe he's hungry? I got leftover take, Alva. Go give him... We're going to give him leftover Pandaren food. No. I know what this thing needs. A good oiling. Pouring motor oil on a problem never hurt, right? Yeah, let's pour motor oil over the sparking robot. Yep. So now it's on fire. Got it. This obviously calls for my masterwork invention. What's it do? I haven't figured that out yet. But just throw it. Couldn't hurt, right? Okay. Let's throw it. Golem don't look so good. Huh.
Yeah?
Listen, it's alright, Judo Joker. I'm just... I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take you out back. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing personal. This ain't good. Ain't working at all.
See you around.
Golem's gone berserk. Haywire. Bonkers! Gotta chase it down. Who knows what kind of trouble an invention that powerful could cause? Plus, imagine how mad it'd make my old man if we lost it. I hate to ask you to clean up my messes, but someone's got to hang back and get everything in order again. Could you do that, please?
Time's a wasting.
Okay. The Thing Inventor. It invents things. First thing I invented? The Thing Longer. Oh no, the kid's all slimed. It was all itchy. Yeah, by the way, the sewage is running around and... Well, honestly, I could just stop that sentence right there, couldn't I? The sewage is running around. Don't know what to add to that, really. No, thanks. I've already been to Minnesota, Evo.
What's cooking?
I don't know, it was the first place that came to mind, Mook. There's actually a real city that it really is terrible, but I couldn't think of the name of it quickly enough. So I just defaulted to the first place I could think of. I guess I go with Chicago. Nobody likes Chicago. Oh no, Cleveland! There we go. That was the place I was thinking of. I have actually been through Cleveland. It's not a great place. It's an emboldened browbeater. I don't know about you, but when I want to go out and beat brows, I get in a giant mecha to do it. I guess it's more of a
Need a solution?
Whatever.
Welcome to the best place ever.
All this chaos. What has Gollum wrought?
See you around.
I've been so blind. Everything's falling apart. Is that a housing item I'm going to get from this? It is. Hang on, what's that look like? Oh, yeah. Look at that delicious trash. The neighborhood's worse off than ever, and my Gollum's to blame. And my boy, my dear Pitts, ran into the building to stop the contraption. I was so hard on him, and now I might never see him again. Oh, you gotta find him. And stop that thing once and for all. Ooh, it's a particularly nice lamp. It's mine now. Hold up. Okay, I'll do that in a second. Let me come back to that. Oh, that Gollum's got some mitts on him. You all right?
Watch your back.
Be okay. You gotta destroy the Gollum. In the attic. Use my invention. All right, kiddo. Let's use your invention. Here we go. Did that do anything? I'm guessing the answer to that is no. Hi, Bregman. Pitts, you're safe. Oh, you're so brave running in there. Old man Love's gonna get us killed.
Yeah?
You know, he may not be that much of an inventor, but I'm proud of that boy.
Cool out there.
I'm sorry about your golem, Pops. I tried to fix it. Forget the golem, son. We didn't need it. You've been the one helping people out this whole time. I'm sorry it took me so long to see it. Aww. Surprisingly feel-good quest, considering where we are. I agree. Nixie! Not like Nixie better. It's like a fancy, it's a French way of saying nice. Oh, someone, you know, Americans like nice, and the French is like Nixie. And you gotta really get all snooty with it too. Come on, let me hear that snooty though.
And absolutely no airflow.
Okay, I'm tired of hearing this, so let's just get this out of the way really quick so it'll shut up. Nixie, mon ami. It's all like fake French, you know. Whoa! Jesus. Hit that almost dead on.
To be honest, I'm surprised you made it back in one piece.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that was just boing. Okay, okay. Let's try to finish up the VAT works here. There's got so many side quests. There's so many side quests. Okay, 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 okay. What do we got down here? Rats, goggles, and the crew. You know what? Actually, hang on. Let's do something else. Foist. Let's go loot this. Very important. There we go. Shocked that's still there. It's like an hour ago. Alright. Let's lay down the bait here. I can't imagine they would have forced you to pre-order Midnight. I know that sounds strange, but like, let's ignore the customer service angle there for just a second. Let's ignore the decency angle. Even if all you care about is sales figures and making sure that people buy your product, forcing them to pre-order to start engaging with your major back-of-the-box feature is not good business. You want as many players as possible doing housing. So, it makes perfect sense that they would go ahead and let you start gathering housing stuff and unlock most of the decor stuff. Even if you haven't pre-ordered and don't even get Midnight. If nothing else, it might convince you to buy Midnight. Because, hey, look at all this cool stuff you could put up in your house. Oh, hey, Harris. What's going on? I'm gonna hang up out here. Good luck with the the crocodile. He's bigger than me. What do we got? Oh yeah, I'm ready now. I am a lean, mean, sexing machine. Also had my ankles bit. Probably, yeah, Uthor. I know a lot of people were kind of raising an eyebrow on exactly how this is going to go. Because, you know, it's a brand new mechanism in a very old game. It's going to have gone really badly, really easily. It's been really smooth so far. Wait. Yeah, we found the gender fluid earlier. And we were a female earthen for a while.
Is this my problem? Yeah. Watch your step. See ya. Watch your step.
This is a unique one. Some cave skippers got into the Undermine sewers and are starting to populate, causing all kinds of problems. Looks like an especially big one is organizing them somehow. We've taken to calling him the Captain. The cave skipper riding other cave skippers into battle? Incredible. Literally, no one will believe you.
See ya.
I mean, she's right. If I told you I saw a cave skipper riding other cave skippers, would you believe me? Hey, it's me, Harris. We got some slippery, slimy skippers in here, y'all. Sure. Alright, here we go. We got this. Ignore the barnacles. It's the Captain. He's actually riding 4 other skippers into battle. Oh my god. Alright. The head is so spongy and briny, it's soaking the contents of your bag. Yeah, there's a memory over here. I think the memories are there to get you keys for delves. Like, practically speaking. Because otherwise, I haven't seen much purpose in them. I noticed they're not even part of the meta, at least I don't think they are. So I kind of haven't been doing them.
What you got? Next time. Yeah.
Okay. Now that's cleaned up a bit. I think I'm going to do something insane, crazy, wild, and stupid. I'm going to pause a bit early and go lie down. I've had like a 3-day headache. I've been doing a lot of neck stretches to try and help with that, because I think it's a muscle headache. And there's no way in hell we're finishing the Undermine this shift, even if I stayed up for the full shift. So instead, we're going to try to finish Undermine on the second shift, and that might be feasible. So I'm going to go lay down. Wait. First, I'm going to go attack that trash. Okay. Oh, do I not have that? I don't have that. Nice. Now I got me a yellow jetpack. I think I already have the red one? Not sure about that. Whatever. But what we're gonna do when I come back, I'm gonna clean up this town. Literally, we gotta clean up the slime. See, so it's gotta